this is John Lockmer. In my first video, I touched on 4 steps of Martech Assessment preparation needed in order to select the right Martech. In this video, I'm going to develop step 1, Attribution Alignment, a bit more, also in 4 steps. So let's start with number 1, which is cost. What can you afford? Or what can you get the C-suite leadership to agree upon buying? Although it's nice to have a pie-in-the-sky philosophy of wanting the best-in-class omnichannel attribution tech, it can get expensive. And you need to make sure you can afford it. But more importantly, you need to make sure that you even need it. Which leads us to point number 2. What do you actually need? I'm going to start with a car example, comparing the Tesla Roadster with the Bugatti. If my goal is to get from 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds, I can save myself a ton of money by going with the Tesla Roadster. But if I'm looking for horsepower and speed, as well as something I can show off, maybe the Bugatti is the way to go. I had one of my clients spend $500,000 in an attribution solution with a yearly marketing budget of $10 million. I had recommended against it prior to them signing up for it, and it took a while for them to realize that it didn't make sense because the additional cost did not make up the performance that they needed. Had this been a car brand with a $100 million plus ad budget, it might have made more sense. In another example, I had another client stuck in a multi-year commitment with 3 data management platforms, when they could have performed the same exact functions had they selected one DMP and had better coordination between the internal teams. This would have saved them over $500,000 in marketing costs. I know this sounds crazy, but this is common in a lot of organizations. And if you're looking for elastic attribution, then Martech is really cheap. If you're looking for omnichannel attribution, it gets higher. And when you're looking to do persistent IDs to track brick and mortar visitations, then it gets even more. So it depends. What are you looking for? What do you need? Number 3, a learning commitment. Gauging where your organization is and where it should be in the omnichannel attribution modeling space is extremely important. Ensuring basic understanding of attribution models across all levels of your organization can be challenging, but in this digital age, it's absolutely necessary. Internal teams can grow insular, resulting in tunnel vision when it comes to brand growth. So it is absolutely important to have sessions where all the teams participate and go beyond their specialization and have broader view of omnichannel modeling and targeting. This produces a more collaborative environment that is often absent from larger and older organizations aiming to get into the digital landscape. It also feels like employees are being more spent into, like you're investing in them. Number 4 is the hardest one, emotional alignment. The emotional toll that it takes to hash out alignment issues is the most challenging point. Emotional alignment can often be harder than the application of marketing processes of an agreed upon philosophy. It requires humility, team cooperation, and full support of the C-suite team. And clear communication across all levels as to the new change, both internally and with every single partner. We need leadership that is self-aware, humble, and can acknowledge that they don't know it all. And that it is going to take a team effort. Emotional alignment is hard to measure, but once you have this hashed out, all the pieces will fall into place, and you'll be ready to select the right Martech, which will be in the next video. Have a wonderful day.